Hey Earth Angels, Melanie Beckler here, and in this video I'm excited to talk about what I feel is the number one most important spiritual practice to support your spiritual growth and ascension process. And it is not meditation, but rather the practice of self-observation. What I mean by self-observation is throughout the course of your day-to-day life, in different situations, scenarios, with different people, when you're alone or when you're out in public, returning your perspective to the vantage point of observer. To observe in a non-biased, non-judgmental, and non-reactive way your thoughts, the thoughts you're having and the quality of your thoughts, the emotions you're feeling and the quality of your feelings, and the impulses to action you are having and the quality of those impulses to action. And by observing yourself, you are effectively shifting your perspective back from the lower levels of the ego mind into the vantage of observer, into the perspective of your divine I am core and the part of you that is one with all that is. As you engage in day-to-day life, it's natural to drop out of that present state of observation and awareness, where you're connected to the infinite and aware of being aware. When this happens, your energy engages, your attention focuses on something in the external. And this is natural and beneficial. It's how you're able to engage with the physical world. But when you're done with that conversation or activity, there is a challenge that so many people on earth are experiencing now, which is their mind continues to stay in that state of attention. And now that there's nothing really to focus on, the mind goes into this reactive state, replaying what's happened in the past, worrying about things that are going to be going on in the future, thinking, dwelling, processing, essentially being in thought, being in attention rather than being in awareness. And so by beginning to observe yourself and observe the qualities of your thoughts and feelings, not only are you able to recognize and notice, wow, I am thinking things I'm not proud of, or I wouldn't want someone else to recognize this quality of thinking that I'm having. It's out of alignment with the state of self-awareness and ultimately enlightenment that you would like to dwell in. And by simply observing in a non-judgmental and non-reactive way, by simply observing, by noticing, wow, I'm really negative every time I get around this person. Not judging, thinking, wow, so-and-so makes me really negative, or wow, I'm really negative because this person did this to me. Just observe that you're in a negative thought pattern. Or just observe that, wow, when I go to the grocery store, my mind really starts racing. Or when I do this activity, I feel heavy. Or when I'm around this person, I feel more positive and joyful, and a more radiant aspect of my personality naturally emerges. So when you observe your thoughts, feelings, and emotions throughout your day-to-day life in all kinds of different situations and scenarios, the quality of your thoughts, emotions, and actions tends to improve, tends to be uplifted through that observation, because by observing, you are connecting your thought and your attention to the divine truth, to the divine I am core. So the most powerful spiritual practice is to be aware of being aware and observe your thoughts, feelings, and emotions throughout your day-to-day life. If you did no other spiritual practices, which I don't recommend, by the way, but if you only focused on this self-observation, which is in other traditions called self-remembering, self-awareness, or even mindfulness, it would move you along in your spiritual development and spiritual practice. Again, by observing in a non-reactive way, it has a way of elevating the quality of future thoughts, feelings, and impulses to action. You can, of course, then take this a step further by introducing other practices like meditation that allow you to enter into incredibly expansive, peaceful states of expanded consciousness. But then, through awareness, through self-observation in the moment, you empower yourself to anchor that higher consciousness, that enlightened perspective into your day-to-day life, which is so important, because if you meditate and you're tuning into these blissful states in meditation, but then as you go throughout day-to-day life, you're in this constant aura of negativity and frustration, it counteracts, it counterbalances all that meditative work you've done. And ultimately, raising your vibration, raising your frequency comes about through choosing positivity, openness, radiating with love in every moment that you choose, that you're able to choose by first recognizing how you are thinking, feeling, and acting in the now. So I hope that this is helpful for you. I do plan on diving deeper into this topic of self-awareness and self-observation. So if you liked this video, please comment and let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know if this is something you're already focused on. Again, observing your thoughts, feelings, and impulses to action. Don't judge them. Don't try to justify them. Don't even try to change them at first. Just observe them. And remember that what you shine the light of awareness on has the propensity to transform and shift in the most positive way. So observe yourself. One final note is that the idea of self-awareness is not self-centeredness. It's also not about knowing yourself. It's not about saying, I'm self-aware because I recognize I'm really good at this and I'm not so good at that. Self-awareness is being aware of the part of you that's aware, and returning to that awareness in every moment, observing the quality of your thoughts, feelings, and actions, and through that observation and awareness, positively transforming and supporting your spiritual growth, your ascension, your transformational shift. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love, honor, and appreciate you. I hope you have an incredible now. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and then I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.